Yeah, Bakutal Haruren, you still don't understand my anger and why I am angry with you. You think you are so special. You think that you are the only one who can actually flag others or insult others, and that others cannot do that, cannot do that same thing. You think you're so special, and here is my question. Why do you even think this stupidly? What makes you think that you are so special that only you can insult others and others cannot insult you? As a matter of fact, and by you and my only you can actually criticize others, and no one can actually criticize you. What makes you think that way? What do you think that you are so freaking special? That's what makes me incredibly angry with you, as a matter of fact. And if you think this is just a temper tantrum that I am getting angry with you with no reason, then you're freaking wrong. Then you're complete cunt. Because there is a legit reason for that. And the reason is, you insult Suzilu and that's what you get, my anger. Understand? And if you are an intelligent person, you will have in that video apologized to me and to Suzilu for all your insults which you ever did, and for all that mockery which you are currently doing. As a matter of fact, what makes you think that you're so special, you Bakutal Haruren, huh? What makes you think that you are so special that only you can actually flag others, insult others, and why others cannot do that to you? And why others cannot actually make fun of you, and only you can actually make fun of others? And that same applies to you, Taylorgang, as well. Why do you all, Taylorgang, and all of your Taylorgang friends, think that you are so special? That you think that only you can criticize and insult others, and others cannot criticize and insult you. And if you Bakutal Haruren think that I started it, then you're hell wrong. As you showed me, my first video is only 3 months ago. And let's see, when was first Taylorgang's video about Suzilu came? Let me see. You just will be completely embarrassed by how wrong you really are. Let me see. The first ever video which he ever made on Suzilu. But you know, there is video Suzilu on Deep Fire which is even older than my first comment. Aren't you embarrassed already? Bakutal Haruren, and I didn't even made any comment on that video. I only made a video on this one. But that video was a lot younger than this one. And then here's another 5 months ago, then another 5 months ago, then there's another one on Suzilu video 5 months ago. Now there's, as you see, I'll show you which is his first video on Suzilu, and I didn't even made even one video on that one, and this is just named Suzilu, as you see, and that is 5 months, 5 freaking months ago. If today is like October, then it was in May. I hope that you know that by now realizing it. I hope that you currently are completely and utterly destroyed. Bakutak Haruren. And on that video I never actually even made even a video. You freaking asshole. I hope this will teach you a lesson, not to mess with the person who is actually 10 times more intelligent than you are. Although I wouldn't even say that you're intelligent, although I am intelligent, you're not. You're not intelligent whatsoever. Now you will have to admit that you are wrong, that it was a Taylorgang who really started all this Suzilu drama. As you see, I didn't even pay attention to those videos. As a matter of fact, and even his update 1 video is actually slightly older than my first comment. So stop being delusional, Bakutak Haruren. I just proved you utterly wrong. I just proved you utterly wrong and destroyed you. And I over and over and over again destroy you. And you just don't want to admit it, that you're around destruction. Yes, your channel is more successful than mine, but that doesn't mean that you can use your channel's success to actually try to destroy other person. That doesn't mean that you can actually do that. You are just one spoiled brat, Bakutak Haruren. Do you know that? That you're just a spoiled brat who thinks that he can do whatever he wants and get away with it? think about it. Think about your own actions. Think about your own actions. After all, you actually make videos and never actually even think about your own actions. You never really consider that some of your actions other person might actually not like. And that is your biggest mistake, Bakutalk Haruren. It is. And that's why I am getting angry with you. Because your actions are faster than your thoughts. You actually first do things and then think. But you first have to think and then do. You have to think and then do things. And that's how it is. As a matter of fact, learn to think before you act. Unlike you, I always think before I act. And the same applies to you, a Taylorgang, and you other Taylorgang friends, like Rabonite TV and Snare Boy, although lately you Snare Boy haven't been very silent. It's basically me and Taylorgang and Bakutalk Haruren having biggest problems. And that's because you two don't even want to think before your actions. Think before you act. And that's what I was all the time saying. Think before you act. Think before you act. Because your own actions can actually be used against you. And the more you actually bully me, the more you actually give me ammo to actually fire back at you. As a matter of fact, you're actually giving me the more reason to make another video where I actually show you just how completely stupid you are. Really. The more reason there is. So have fun actually being utter delusional hypocrite. Bakutalk Haruren, and you too, Taylorgang. You think Suzulo is hypocrite? No, you're wrong. You are Taylorgang biggest hypocrite ever. And you too, Bakutalk Haruren, are actually biggest hypocrite and cunt ever. As a matter of fact. You have to think before you act. And normal people would actually think before they act. As a matter of fact, they would. And the sooner you will realize it, the better. And the ones who act like a man-child are you. Because I am not crying. Because I am not crying over every little things. It is you who is actually all the time crying over every little things. And that is because you're spoiled brats. You're actually so spoiled brats. What makes you think that you're so superior to others. Huh? Taylorgang, and you too. Bakotalk, Haroran, and you too. Rabonite TV, and you other Taylorgang friends. Why do you think you are so superior to others that you can do everything and actually get away with it? Huh? What makes you think that way? That is my question. What actually makes you think that you are superior to others? So everybody. You think you're so superior to everybody. But you're not. You're freaking not superior to anybody. And in terms of intelligence, your intelligence level is lower than mine. As a matter of fact. And you are actually proving this over and over and over again with your actions. You're proving me correct that you're just big cowards and cunts. Big cowards. I didn't even make even remotely close as much videos on Taylorgang as Taylorgang made videos on Suzilu, actually, as a matter of fact. He made actually 19 or 20. And plus adding mine, plus adding how much videos he made about me, there will be already almost 30. My total amount of videos is actually 48. It's actually only 48. Only. So the ones who are really serial harassers, they are you. Some of your videos are good, but those videos which you make about me, they're actually full of insults and full of making me look bad, full of harassing. And you will just deny your own actions. I know that you will still deny it. That's because you're spoiled and you think Bakotalk Haruran that you're superior to everybody. But you're not. You're not superior to anybody. As a matter of fact, you're not. You're just some kind of freaking spoiled idiot. And Karen, who actually thinks that he owns this whole world. As a matter of fact, you think that the world rotates that the world rotates all over you, right? As a matter of fact, I noticed that that's how you think. Because when you actually criticize Suzilu, you are then high and mighty, but when someone criticizes your actions, you're like, oh, that person is bad, that person is bad. I'm sorry, but that's how, I'm sorry, Bakotal Haruran, but that's how you are actually doing things. You are playing the victim card. Just admit it. Just admit it that you're just spoiled idiot. Just admit it that you're just spoiled idiot. Because I will not give up you until you will admit it. your own mistakes, that this was your biggest mistake. So actually try to prove me wrong, because you can't prove me wrong. You have no counter arguments. So this one you don't have, because you are the one who thinks that you are that special one, that you're the superior to anybody, but you're not. You're not in any way superior, not to me, not to anybody. You are the one who doesn't wanna do anything in civil way. In every video in which I watch where you should create about me, it's full of insults and very uncivilized action from you. And also in every video which I watch from Taylorgang's videos where he reacts to Zulu's actions, a lot of uncivilized actions from him. It's not civilized to insult others, and it's not civilized to actually mock others, and it's not civilized and intelligent to mock, make fun of others and insult others. That's far from being civilized. And you say you are a civilized person. You are a big liar and a big hypocrite. Baku Taylorgang, you are a big hypocrite. You are a hypocrite. And you too, Taylorgang, are hypocrite. You both are just the very definition of the word hypocrite, and the simp who just cannot accept your own defeats. You just will never accept it. That is your own biggest mistake, and that's your biggest and baddest disgrace. At some point, with those videos which you make about me, you will have disgraced yourselves. And when my channel will actually completely started to destroy you, will actually start to grow far farther, when people will finally start to see just how bad people you are, and when they'll start unsubscribing from you, and when the same people will start subscribing to me, listening to what I had to say about you, then you'll see who will be in the end the true winner. This is just the beginning, and later on you'll see. You will lose subscribers, I will gain subscribers with those videos, and then you'll realize who was the real serial harasser and who's the real bad guy, and you will even feel sorry that you even challenged me to this one. And your channel will be doomed, and I can't wait for your channel's complete and total destruction. As a matter of fact, I can't wait for it. And that will actually happen if you will keep this up. My channel will start to grow at some point. If you keep on making those idiotic videos showing just how big liar and a hypocrite you are really. Yeah, Baku Taylorgang, your hypocrisy is already very long. You in all of your videos only mention my actions, but you never mention your own actions or any Taylorgang's actions. You actually never even mention. And that is your own biggest mistake. This is another mistake. You only see other person's reactions, but you don't see the reasons why that person is actually acts this way. You only see the outcome. you never see the reasons behind it. And that's what I already told you before. You're blinded. You're actually blinded. You and you both, Taylorgang, are actually very blinded to your subscription count. You're blind. You are blinded to your channel's success. You are blinded to it. You're very blinded because your channel is so successful. You actually really forgot what really matters in life. That subscriber count doesn't matter in life. But you act as if that was the most important thing, but it's not. Friendship and civilized actions are more important than your freaking subscriber count. And you have to be polite towards others. And like you said, criticism is an art. And you, both you, Taylorgang, and Bakutal Haruren, are actually failing this art miserably. You both cannot even criticize other person properly. You cannot even criticize other person without even insulting other person. Because normal criticism is when you criticize other person without insulting other person. That's what is proper criticism. Not like you do, as a matter of fact. If you wanna criticize other person without actually offending other person's feelings, then do that without insulting other person. And if you wanna be normal and really successful commentary channel, Taylorgang, then try to be like more constructive and without any insults. I have actually nothing against you as a commentary channel. I only have problems with you that you insult Suzulu a lot and that you laugh about her actions a lot. I only have problems with that. Those are the only two things which I don't really like in your commentary videos about Suzulu. This is the only two things which I don't really like. Please fix this, and then we'll talk. And this is the only reason why I am so freaking angry. And the same applies to you, Bakutal Haruren. Yes, I could actually not watch them, but I sometimes watch them because I am simply too curious to see, for example, your thoughts on Suzulu's actions, and when I hear you actually insulting her, that just makes me incredibly angry, because I can't stand actually someone insulting other person. I just simply cannot stand it. I just simply can't stand such things. And it's just not in my personality to stand such behavior. As a matter of fact, I simply can't stand when someone insults other person, even if it's not me. I still cannot stand it. And about that, me buying that mic or better PC, this is actually a very good advice. Very good advice. I will think about it. And yes, I am doing this on my phone, because on my PC I really cannot make those, videos and yes. And that's not really civilized. It's actually insult others. You have to understand it. It's not civilized to insult other person, as a matter of fact. It's not. And it's not civilized to actually deny your own actions and act like you do. It's just not civilized whatsoever, as a matter of fact. And you have to realize it. The faster you'll do it, the better it will be for you. So, yeah. You have to realize it. So, yeah. And the further you will realize that it is your own actions which led to my anger, the better it will be for you, and the faster you finally will be able to move on and forget about it. Because it really is your own fault that you made me angry. It is your own fault. It's what you get for making me angry, as a matter of fact. You can't simply expect to insult others and then run away and then get away with it without actually having any consequences. You simply can't. That's not how life actually works. Every person will become angry with you if you will actually insult other person, or if you make fun out of other person, or if you will play such victim card. That's just how it is. And there was, in that one video, I already at some point I even apologized to you, to all of you, and you still continue to rant me. And that is and that is actually thanks what I get. If you're this dumb, then there is no way that we will ever be on the same side. If you want, you can actually continue your videos making me angry, but then don't expect me just to sit still and just take it because I won't. Because I just won't sit still and take it. And I already reported to YouTube your latest video about me, which you made through Taylorgang's channel. So, the more those stupid videos you will do on me, the more I will actually report them to YouTube. Remember that. Each next one I will, and then I will do comment on that video. That is all. They already reported few of your channels to YouTube as well for inappropriate content. As a matter of fact. But it's still up to YouTube if they will think that your content is actually inappropriate, then they might actually delete your channel at some point. But that's only up to YouTube. And I hope that YouTube will actually delete your channel. And I hope that if this will actually happen, that this will be very good lesson to you, Baku Talk Haruren. Maybe then you'll learn to be civilized towards other people and actually not making fun out of others. And I never actually wished you bad. Never. Yeah, I only do this for your own best interest, actually. I am simply pointing out the flaws in your actions, and that's what I did for those past months. I simply pointed out flaws. Yes, sometimes more aggressively than ever, but that's just my personality. I am quite emotional person, very emotional. I can actually get very easily angered, and even if person slightly insults me, even then I can become furious. I admit it. I am simply kind of slightly way too emotional, but that doesn't mean that you have the right to actually make fun of me. That it doesn't give you the right to do that. And that is again about what I said before. You're nothing special. The world doesn't revolve around you. And what makes you think that the world actually revolves around you? Baku Talk Haruren, huh? I would like to know. Because you're the one who thinks that the world revolves around you, not me. I never actually thought that way, as a matter of fact. That's how you act. When you make some video, for example, about me, and then when you make some video about me making a lot of insults and sounding like like all brave, and then when I make some videos explaining your actions, and then you make a counter video, explain how it actually sounds, and then you make counter video. This person is very, very bad. He insulted me. He thinks that the world revolves around him. Why I can't actually do what he can do? Why he can't actually criticize others, and I can't. Why he can criticize others and I can't. But that's how you are actually doing things. I'm sorry, but your actions are really funny. You know. And meant to think about it. I should actually laugh about your latest video because that one is actually very lame. Very, very lame. You just will never stop showing just how ridiculously stupid you are. Never. Your big forehead is already bigger than the whole universe, as a matter of fact. Especially your hypocrisy is actually big. Almost, I'm saying everything is actually against you. As a matter of fact. And YouTube will have to take action. They will have to delete your channel, not mine. I am with my insults. I am very reasonable. Well, you never explained anything in any of your videos. As a matter of fact, your videos are the ones. Your videos about me are actually the ones where you actually completely and utterly embarrass yourself, Bakutalk Taylorgang. Actually, you are completely embarrassing yourself. You are just embarrassing yourself. You have to finally, you have to think before you act. But you never do think before act. You first act and then you think. I'm sorry, but that is the truth. Your actions are faster than your mind. You insult others and then you think, why that person is actually so angry at you? Maybe because you insulted that person. Think about it. Think logically. First, think of your actions, and then think about my actions. And when you'll get to the and when you'll get to the conclusion, you'll finally be embarrassed. Just how wrong you were. Then it will be shocking for you that it was you and the Taylorgang who actually started all this drama, not me. As a matter of fact. For you to even think that I started it, it's just ridiculously funny. If Taylorgang didn't even make those videos about Suzilu, I wouldn't even made my videos. and I already explained it, then there would be any reason, and the fact that you completely ignore my reasons, and the fact that you ignore the reasons of my anger just proves one more time your hypocrisy and, of course, your own downright stupidity and, of course, dumbness, and just how big clown you really are. And of course it also proves to me that you are very, very, very ignorant, that you just will ignore, that you will always ignore other person's reasons of anger, and you will just call that as a temper tantrum. No matter of the reasoning. That's because you're just a spoiled brat and some kind of over 20-year-old man-child. Bakutalk Haruran. And you call me man-child. Although the real man-child is you, because I am not crying our Suzilu's actions, and I never actually did. And as a matter of fact, you actually were the ones to fall for my trap. I only made those 3 criticizing videos on Suzilu only to actually finally get it to speak to you. Only to get to you, only to get you to speak to me very, very like a normal person would, because otherwise you don't want actually to speak to me as a normal person. You will only then will speak to me like a civilized people. Only if I will have same opinion as Suzilu as you do. But if I will not have, you will never actually will be civilized to me. That was my whole strategy, and you fell for it. As a matter of fact, I actually fooled you from the very beginning with those videos. Those weren't even real criticizing videos at all. For you to think that those were real, you're just so freaking idiot. Actually, never even meant even a single word of it. I fooled you. And I fooled you like a total 5-year-olds. That was to me so easy. That was my strategy from the very beginning. Now, as a matter of fact, I fooled you. To get you to talk to me like a civilized people, because otherwise you actually insult me. I only did this in order to find out if you will speak to me like a civilized person only if I will have the same opinion on Suzilu, or if you will always will speak to me like a civilized person. And this shown that you will only speak to me like a civilized person only if I will have same opinion on Suzilu. I still don't have same opinion on Suzilu as you do. I have much better opinion. I don't think she's actually a bad person at all. I think she's actually a very, very nice person. And what do you think? She has so many subscribers, and what do you think? So many people actually like her and write actually so much very, very good comments. So much very, very good comments praising her and even watching her videos so much. That's because she is actually a nice person. She's not even close as bad as you make her sound. And I'm also not even close as bad as you make me sound like. I'm actually a very friendly person. But it is you who is actually, with your actions, are actually triggering me to get angry. Your actions would actually make angry even the most friendliest person in the world. Even that kind of person wouldn't actually stand your behavior whatsoever. As a matter of fact, and I just, with those 3 videos, I just fooled you. Actually, to get inside you. As a matter of fact, I made those because I really wanted to speak to you at that time. And I thought that it is the only way to actually get to speak to you, because otherwise you insult me and don't want really to speak to me like a civilized people. Otherwise you actually don't wanna do that. And this was the only way for me to get, and this was actually for me to get you to speak to me like a civilized person. So, who is now the smarty pants, eh? And I will keep on. And if I will not like some of your videos, I will actually report them. Of course, I will watch those videos, your gameplay videos. Those are good ones. But if you wanna do those commentary videos, Taylorgang and you other people, just be civilized. Avoid using any insults. And that's all I ask. And as a matter of fact, and I am once more wanted to apologize to all the insults I did towards you. I really shouldn't have insulted you so much. Really. I really gone way too overboard with those insults. Although you too gone way too overboard with insulting Suzu and afterwards insulting me. I'm really sorry for it. And though my insults came only because you insulted Suzu and afterwards you insulted me, but I still regret insulting you a lot. But you also have to apologize to me, and of course to Suzu, for all your insults. You Taylorgang about commentary still have a lot to learn. Your commentary is still full of insults, full of making fun of other person. Maybe it's simply just in your personality to do that. but you have to try to like train your personality and try to be better commentary YouTuber, if that's what you want. You know, you have to try to avoid insulting other person so much. And yeah, this is my recommendation and advice from me, friendly advice from me to you. And let's see, I hope that you will not anymore make those insulting videos about me anymore, where you make me angry. And I am humbly waiting that you will in return also apologize to me, because I just now apologize to you. And you have to stop being this delusional and this closed-minded and blinded to the truth and blinded to how the world really works. You're just blinded to your own subscriptions, to your own subscription count. You're blinded to your own success, you know. And because of that, you think that everything is actually allowed to you. You have something that I don't have. A lot of subscriptions, maybe more money. You have, but still it seems that there is still something that you want more. What more that you actually want? I actually don't understand. Would you really be happy that because of you, for example, my channel was actually deleted from YouTube? Would you really be happy about it? I actually never insulted anybody of you with ill intent. Never. I never meant any single word of it. Actually, I never think. Actually, do not even to this day think that you're bad guys, but you act as if you were bad guys, although. But if you want to actually change my opinion about you, that you're not bullies, that you're not harassers, then prove it. Then prove it with your actions. Prove it. Prove it. All that you have done is just actually further actually confirm what I said before, that you are bullies and harassers, as a matter of fact. And that you will actually crush other person's confidence and everything. That you will do that, Taylorgang and Bakutag Haroran, that you will actually mock other person and prove it that you're not even nearly as bad as you actually. To me, you really sound very bad person. You really bad people, you know. So yeah. and I don't know what I will do with you. And after watching that last video, I was actually so freaking angry that I had to go outside to actually cool down. And I almost wanted to actually destroy my own stuff. I almost did that, and gladly that I came actually outside. Because of that I cooled down. I actually never felt so angry with you like I yesterday felt. You really yesterday made me more angry than ever before. And you really increased my hatred towards you, Baku Talker, and you know. You really do. And that is your actions which does that. It is your actions. It is your own fault that this is actually happening. And because of you and your stupid mockery, I'm starting to be not really sure about myself. And that's how actually Suzulu also felt. I'm still sad and at the same time angry with you for what you did yesterday, because that was really over the line. That was really you really did made me incredibly angry with it. And you just will continue to make me angry. And no matter what I do, you still continue to mock me. And that's what you do with Suzulu as well. No matter what she does, you continue to mock her. I am getting closer and closer to despair, actually. And that is your own fault, that you insulted me this much. You have to think about how other person would feel if you will make those actions, not only online but also in real life. as well. As a matter of fact. There was that one moment when I on YouTube were actually asking why were you angry on So Zulu, but all of your answers were just you answered to me back with insults. A lot of insults, as a matter of fact. When I just tried to speak to you without any insults, without like a civilized person. I just asked you normal question. And you, like a spoiled brat that you were, not only you, but your other Taylorgang friends as well. Not only you, Pakutalk, Taylorgang, but your other Taylorgang friends. You also insulted me a lot. And that is the main reason why I am so angry at you at this moment, because of your insults towards me. And because of your current actions. Because if you think that the world only revolves around you, that you're some kind of boss over everybody, that only you can do all those things but others can't. Think about it. Think about your own actions. Bakutalk Taroran. I suggest you to think about your own actions. And so you too, Taylorgang, you have to improve your commentary on somebody and heavily improve it. Because currently that commentary is just terrible. Because they include a lot of insults. There is heavy load of insults. So your commentary channel should be improved a lot. Tipster and the quartering at least do not insult didn't insult Zulu at least even remotely close as much. Well, Tipster, or I think it was the quartering, he actually avoided those. He actually, after all, avoided those insults whatsoever. Those insults were actually even in his dictionary, and you really should learn from him. He is almost the real professional commentary channel, as a matter of fact. Although I might disagree with some of his points of view about Zulu, but still. But at least he actually avoided insulting her. But your videos are actually terrible due to the fact that your commentary about Zulu actually includes a lot of insults. And now that it is your own way to actually express your anger and disappointment, but you should actually avoid insulting others. You should try to avoid insulting others. And that is all. So once you learn this then you'll become the happiest person in the world. After all, then your subscribers will really start to rise. You have a great potential to reach a lot of subscribers, but only if you will stop insulting others and stop thinking that the world actually revolves around you. And that is all. Until then, wear the protective masks and, of course, use hand sanitizers and avoid close contact with others. Until then, cheers.